there, this is Michael Allen here with Blue York 1, and I'm coming to you from a rooftop here in Tribeca. A beautiful American flag in the background, New York Water Tower, New York City hat. What could be more New York City? I'm here to talk about the Toronto game and also the wonderful game against the Chicago Fire. I'm not going to say much about the Toronto game other than it's a really disappointing draw. It's a draw that felt like a loss. We should have won that game. Toronto came limping in. They were really, I think we were down 7 players. We really should have come out with a win there. It was troubling because we fell behind early like we had in previous games before, and we gave a goal late. So I don't want to talk too much about it. I think that maybe we can talk about substitution problems in the second half that might have led to packing defense back in and trying to park the bus before we actually needed to park the bus and probably should have. That seems to be sort of a recurring theme for us for some teams. But what I really want to talk about right now is the Chicago Fire game. What a glorious, heroic effort at Yankee Stadium for the NYCFC team. I was nervous about the game. Coming in after Toronto, I was really nervous that Chicago was going to come in and just manhandle us all over the field. The only person they were missing was Dax McCarty. We were missing Ronald Matarrita, we were missing Rodney Wallace, Maxime Chanot was a last-minute scratch. Looks like he's going to be out for a good amount of time. So I was really nervous about it. We saw Jonathan Lewis getting his first start, which, you know, is great. It's really great for him. But again, going into the game, I was really nervous. And then I got even more nervous when I started to see the referees. I'm not one to talk about referees much, but this was really pretty egregious what happened. I think it was the 3rd or 4th minute. Yangel Herrera was taken down in the box, absolutely. There is no doubt about it. Watch the replay. He's taken down in the box. That is absolutely a penalty kick. Absolutely a penalty kick. There's no doubt about it. Contact is made. The guy goes in sliding, takes him down, hacks him out of the stands. I don't see how penalty is not called there. I really don't understand it. But the penalty is not called. But what was more concerning, though, is that Yangel Herrera then gets 2 yellow cards off of fouls. He committed fouls, sure, okay. But if you're not going to call that penalty kick, you give him 2 yellow cards in the next 8 minutes to send him out of the game, give him a red, and then NYCFC have to play down 10 men for about 80 minutes of the game. That being said, we responded heroically in kind. Frederick Briand, I cannot say enough about the guy. He has been someone who has been maligned in these video blogs of mine and on my column in the past, and I've thoughts, you know, some weird thoughts about him coming in some games as our first sub, but he stepped in and did a wonderful job. I can't say enough good things about him this game. He really came in, solidified the back line, won every ball that came through his way, scored a goal in a heroic effort. It's great enough to get on the cross by Max Morales off the free kick. It's good enough to get that header on goal there. Probably could have done better with it. Lamson made a great save, but then the follow-up header, when he's falling down and does the redoubling efforts just to jump into into a kick. A guy is kicking him in the face while he scores the goal. Come on. Let's give the guy props. He deserves to be on the MLS Team of the Week, and he is. So great for you, Fred Briand. Great to see you back. Great to see you playing the game. Keep it up. We're going to need you. So keep it up. Other things I want to talk about is the play of David Villa and Jonathan Lewis. That's a great little thing to look forward to. That hook up down the wing where Villa gives it to Lewis. Lewis does a great cutback, leaves the Chicago defender stumbling, and then passes it into Villa, who scores off a volley, first touch volley. Really great. Lamson probably could have done better if he'd seen it, but he saw it late, and, you know, Villa got the ball in goal and gave it with enough pace to score, and he was amazing. It was great. So pretty amazing stuff. The goal by Akam, I can't quibble with that. Max Morales probably should have just cleared the ball out on that, but you can't quibble with it. It was a great shot by Akam, and there's nothing we can do about that. That's going to happen every now and then, and that happened. The great thing is that we actually won with 10 men on the field for 80 minutes, and we were the better team for most of the time. That being said, I think it's probably the one instance where Yankee Stadium and the size of our field actually really helps us. With 10 men on the field, we didn't have space that was exposed so much, so we could actually just close down, and not so much space was created by that loss of Yangel Herrera in the center there. It was great, heroic, and amazing. I just couldn't calm down after the first 5 minutes, and in those conditions, in that heat, kudos to all those guys. Kudos to everybody who played, everybody who sat on the bench, everybody who was in the stands. Kudos to everybody who came out. Now, looking ahead, we're going on to Toronto. They're going to be fully stocked. The Gold Cup ends on Wednesday, so they're going to be fully stocked, back with Josie Altidore and Michael Bradley. Giovinco, I think, is actually playing as well. So it's going to be a Toronto team that's actually tougher than the one that we faced in Yankee Stadium that we drew against. That being said, I still have hope. I think that Lewis is starting. I hope to see more of that, actually. He gives us a pace down the wings that I really like. I think that's what Rodney Wallace gives us too. Lewis is dangerous down the wings, and I think that's what we need. I love Tommy Mack, and he's probably going to have to start because Herrera, we're going to be out missing Herrera again because of the red card. So Tommy Mack is probably going to be in the starting lineup, but I want to see him in the more central, creating midfield sort of area. Him on the on the wing, he's just not fast enough. I love the guy. I think the pace on the wings with Harrison and Lewis doubling down those sides is really good for us, and it really opens up the middle of the field by spreading out the wing play. So I hope to see Lewis start again. Let's do that again against Toronto, and let's go up there and let's take it to him and let's win this game. Fred Brion's going to play again. Go get him. We're going to be without Herrera. We're going to be out without Wallace. Looks like again Matarrita's out even more. Chanot's out. We're going to be limping into this one, but I think we still showed on Saturday that we have the quality, we have the pace, we have the system in place to actually go up to Toronto and actually, if not get a draw, get a win. We play well on the road, so let's go up there and do it. So I'll be watching the game with everybody on the 30th, and let's go NYCFC. See you later.